Hey everyone, my name is Clayton Myers and I'm the current SGA president. I would like to be the first to welcome you to our different version of Hyde Park, which would normally be held in Rayleigh Chapel as a credit that you could receive, but obviously times are a little bit different. So I'd like to say thank you to the OBU Communications Department for allowing us to use their platforms to highlight the different president and vice president candidates, which you guys are going to hear from soon. Normally we would also do the 7 Who Care Awards, but that's going to be a different video, so please make sure to tune into that as well to highlight the faculty members that have gone above and beyond. But yeah, so what we're going to do first is we're going to hear from the vice president candidates, and to introduce those is the current Vice President, Olivianna.
Hi, I'm Olivianna. I'm your current student body vice president, and I just want to say thank you for tuning in to this virtual Hyde Park Chapel. It's a little different, but it really means a lot that you're supporting your fellow students who have been working hard to campaign even during this complicated time, and it's important that you're making an informed decision when you do vote on your student body president, vice president, and senators and class presidents and so forth. So without further ado, here's our first vice presidential candidate, Noah Graves.
Hi, OBU family. First and foremost, I want to say that I miss you. I miss OBU. I miss the professors. I miss the students. I miss the events and sporting events on campus. But I want to say this, I'm very grateful for the administration and leadership of OBU and how they've handled us in the midst of this uneasy time. Through the midst of this uneasy season, I'm also very grateful for the leadership in the Student Government Association, for they serve solely to be a tool and a voice for the student body, even when we're not on Bison Hill. And that is why I'm speaking to you today. I'm excited to say that I'm running alongside Gavin Yoesting as we run for student body president and vice president, solely because we share the same hopes and dreams, not only for the community of OBU, but for the community of Shawnee. We decided to run together last semester when we were both serving on a community outreach initiative called SALT. And while we were serving in the community of Shawnee, we realized the needs that our school had, but then also the needs of the community of Shawnee, our college town, had. And we realized that as this opportunity would become available, this is something that we could do solely to be able to make the community of OBU serve the community of Shawnee. As I look back at my 3 years on campus, a lot of memories come to mind, how I never won career boards, but the thing that comes most to mind is how I look back to my prayer freshman year. I said, God, would you please use all of who I am so that I can fulfill and help to be a part of your mission? But then I also prayed, the Lord, would you please allow me to be an impact to this community of Shawnee and this community of OBU? So therefore, as Gavin and I enter into our senior year, we're forced to look at the crucial and vital season that OBU and our world is in. As we look into this is a very unknown aspect. This is not the spring semester. This is not the senior sports season. This is not the senior semester that anyone expected. This is where we're at. And moving back home was one of the most difficult things I've ever done. But this season will either hinder OBU or this season could push us farther than we've ever gone before. Gavin and I are praying for every student, every faculty, every employee of OBU, every club, every team, solely that this next chapter in Bison Hill becomes the best chapter of Bison Hill. So with that being said, we actually hope and aim to build a community that includes everyone on our campus, but we need your help. We've already begun creating a partnership with the Student Athlete Advisory Committee. We've begun looking at how homecoming can go bigger and beyond. We've already begun making SGA more transparent, solely that we can make this community of OBU better, but then also to serve the community of Shawnee in ways that have not been done so far. So with that being said, let me restate, I miss you. I miss you all. And I do not want to wait till the fall to start making decisions that can impact our future. It's an honor to be speaking to you today. Gavin and I, like I said, we're praying for you, your families as well. But we're humbly asking that if you believe in the community of OBU, and if you believe in the community of Shawnee, that you would vote for Yoesting Graves for student body president and vice president, so that this next chapter of Bison Hill is the best chapter of Bison Hill. God bless you, and God bless OBU.
And on to our next vice presidential candidate, Miranda Toland.
If I've learned anything these last few weeks, it's how much I love and care for OBU. I've grown to be so grateful for my professors, my fellow students, and just the ability to go to class every day. Now more than ever, I want to help create lasting memories that students now and students in the future can look back upon when looking at their experience at Bison Hill. OBU has taught me what it means to love like Christ. In some of my hardest times, I was supported by professors and friends that reminded me of just how loved and cared for I am. It's my desire that every student at OBU feels that same support and love that I felt since getting to be on campus. SGA should exist to help support students as well as help create memories. One way we can do that is by supporting our student athletes. Our student athletes make up over 1/3 of our student body population. They work extremely hard to not only excel in the classroom, but also excel in their sports, and they deserve to be supported. It's our job as their peers and friends to go to their events to cheer them on. One way SGA can help with this is by partnering with SAC and the athletic administration to make sure these events are promoted. They also can work with the cheer team as well as crib crew to make these events as positive for everybody there, both spectator and athlete. It's my desire to create a love for Bison sports that lasts for generations to come. As a member of SGA, I want to help set a precedent. How can SGA expect other students to be involved with campus activities if we're not doing the same? I want members of SGA to be involved with campus events outside of just our regular meetings. If elected, I will be encouraging every senator to go to multiple athletic events, club events, as well as serve in the community of Shawnee each semester. Christ calls us to serve those in need. OBU was placed in a community with so many opportunities to serve. Events like One Body United and Serve Shawnee are perfect examples of what our campus is capable of. However, so many of these organizations need help all year long. I want SGA to be a facilitator that can connect students and these organizations together so they can be served all year round. As your representatives, we need to be accessible to you guys. We want it to be easy to hear your voice and your concerns. We want to create a platform like an SGA website that you guys can go to. We want it to include our legislator that we passed, our budget for the year, as well as all of our senators and a little bio about them so you know who's representing you. We also want to create a student concerns tab so it's easy for you guys to share your thoughts and opinions with us and easy for us to receive them. I have such a strong desire to serve this school and students that have served me so well these last few years. I'm extremely confident in both mine and Noah's ability to work together to help create an atmosphere of support for the students. We want your memories on Bison Hill to be positive and ones of growth, and we want to assist you in doing so. My name is Miranda Toland, and along with Noah DeMoss, we would love your support for Student Body President and Vice President. Thank you.
We're listening to the vice presidential candidate speeches. I just wanted to say I have absolutely loved serving in this role as a student body vice president. I've loved getting to know the administration of OBU better and hear their heart on things, even through different transitions with administration. I can tell that OBU takes top priority with their students. If they make a decision, it's for the best interest of their students, and it's something that our leaders have prayed about a lot. And if you know any of the administration well, for example, Dr. Thomas, Melissa Stroud, they care so much about your experience at OBU, and they want that to be the best possible experience that you could have so you can pour out what OBU has taught you and transformed and equipped you to be. But I've loved being in student government, from being a senator to being in this executive role. I've loved seeing how not just students in SGA have grown, but also how SGA has grown on campus a little bit, even just in the past year. I know how dedicated the people in SGA are to working hard for you students. So remember that if you have anything you want to talk to a senator about or an executive officer, please tell them. We'd love to hear from you students. Our whole goal is to make your experience better on campus. So remember that. But you do have the power to tell us, to help us work with you to get things done on campus. And as far as unity goes, because that's so important, and I know a lot of you think that's a goal that we should have always, student unity with all different types of students, remember that starts with you. It's not just SGA's role, although we love to help foster that. It starts with every student kind of going out of their comfort zone and, making strides to be friends with people that they wouldn't normally be friends with, etc. So I just want to let you know that you have so much power in that as well. I'm looking forward to what the new student body president and vice president are going to be changing on campus and what they're going to be doing to help students and future students and what legacy they'll leave. I know the homecoming parade and working with the St. Greg's building and working with different clubs has been a lot of me and Clay's goals in the past year. And I'm just excited to see that built on in the coming years with whoever is voted to be the student body president and vice president. But I just wanted to say I've loved being in this role and working with Clay, and so thank you for letting me serve in this role, and believe me, I've appreciated it so much.
And now we're going to hear from our presidential candidates. The first one is going to be Gavin Yoesting.
Hello, Oklahoma Baptist University. My name is Gavin Yoesting, and I'm just so humbled just to be able to speak to you through this video. I pray that you and your family are staying healthy and that you are making choices that are safe for the rest of us. As you can tell, both you and I, Oklahoma Baptist University was actually a huge part of our lives. Whether it was the growing sense of community, intentional faculty, or even just eating in the calf, that was all taken away by one single email. I believe this has humbled us, where we can realize we can't take everything we have for granted, but we need to make the most of what we have at the given time and apply it. And through this lesson, I believe that OBU is actually going to progress. Whenever we return on campus, we're going to have a new mindset. Along with this, we're also going to have a new university president, a new dean of students, and also freshmen that have never learned about this place, this very special place we call home. Noah and I ran on a campaign that states community builds unity. And we want an administration and student government that is open and transparent, that fosters compassion and community, and seeks progression over perfection. You know, that goal can only be satisfied by inviting people to the table, and you're invited. We need your heart, your hands, and your mind to complete this mission. Our first goal is to reform SGA. Our campaign wants to create more student involvement and participation, but it must start with the OBU SGA Constitution being online and being public. Do me a favor. Try looking up the Constitution online. You won't find it. Under our administration, me and Noah promised that we're going to make sure that the Constitution is not only online, but it is also in the OBU Green Book. Through this, we also have several other plans, such as bills and resolutions and even meetings, where we can be more transparent to you. Another goal is to partner with people to provide the very best voice and representation on campus. After lots of discussion, we realized that commuters and minorities are underrepresented in our Senate. Once elected, we're going to make sure that those people have a voice and that a single senator position is going to be for each group, just to make sure that we're doing the very best we can for our students. We also yearn to create a relationship with SAC, our student athletes. We want a community that supports each other, that fundraises for each other, and is homogeneous. Not only does community build unity, but we also believe that a common enemy creates unity. Our campaign sees strongholds that are placed on our local schools, local businesses, and even the government. And as Christians, we feel led that we need to step in and pour into the hurting community of Shawnee. We want to create more events that local Shawnee natives can attend. This requires the coordination with admissions, development, and even SAC to ensure success. From a homecoming festival to hosting a 5K and more, we can bring alumni, prospective students, and even local natives to witness the beauty of Shawnee and the glory of our God. We don't have the answers for everything. We cannot cure homelessness or poverty in 1 hour. What we are trying to say is that we are ready to have a discussion on how each one of us can do our part. I believe we have always had our hands open and we've always been ready. It's just we don't know what to do. I believe it's time for the younger generation to step up and step in and have faith. Therefore, I'm asking not only for your vote, but I'm asking for your heart, your hands, and your mind. Thank you so much.
And now here's Noah DeMoss.
I'm Noah DeMoss, and it is an honor to be standing before you today, seeking the privilege of being your vote for student body president during the 2020-2021 academic school year. I would like to thank the administration of Oklahoma Baptist University and the leadership of SGA for continuing to ensure that during this time, the university is taking steps to make sure its future is in place. Ecclesiastes 3:4 states a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. The circumstances that have led to our current situation are disappointing at best, and it can be easy to imagine which time we find ourselves in today. However, the Lord promises that this time of sorrow will not last, and that times of joy and excitement are sure to come. It is in these moments that I look forward to on Bison Hill. With the help of Christ, I believe that OBU is poised to write one of its most exciting chapters following this great trial. This next chapter will be characterized by moments that involve students engaging with our athletic programs, having a voice in the Student Government Association, being empowered to make change, and being provided with the opportunity to serve the community of Shawnee and the state of Oklahoma. It is inside a culture of such engagement and inclusion that lasting moments will be made. A moment of athletic engagement might look like this, where a student section is packed with green and gold and nonstop cheering for Bison athletics. The ensuing craziness that follows winning the game, and a moment where all voices join as one to sing the alma mater. I have already taken steps to work with those who are creating a fan involvement organization to make sure that SGA is a part of supporting these initiatives. Whether you are on the field or in the stands, when we come together to support each other and represent our school, that is a lasting moment. As your student body president, it is my role to be a clear and accurate voice, both to the Senate and to the administration. A moment may look like you and I sitting down to discuss your hopes and dreams for your OBU experience. It may look like you voicing your concern to the Student Senate. When you are given the opportunity to stand for your convictions and are supported in sharing those, that is a lasting moment. And this moment will not end when you share your convictions, but it will continue as you begin to see change happen on campus. Imagine the moment you and others will have as you are able to enjoy that which you helped build. As a senator, I've been involved with bringing a crosswalk and hydration stations to campus. And as your president, I desire to empower you to make change where there's a culture created of students continuing our story. We will make change to campus, but we will also have an opportunity to impact the community of Shawnee. Imagine the relationships you will build with those outside the walls of campus as you serve God and those around you. I believe student government has a role in creating these moments by connecting students with service organizations and opportunities throughout the community of Shawnee. As your president, it is my desire to be involved with guiding students towards these moments by actively participating in them myself and by bringing those in SGA along with me. As I walk alongside every student in making these dreams become a reality, I believe that we will find ourselves in a culture that is committed to loving God, loving others, and loving our school. The moments that define this culture will define us and define the next generation of Bison. I ask you to join Miranda and I as we seek to create this new chapter on Bison Hill.
Those were our student body president candidates, and I hope that you listened well, and now you have the tools necessary to make an informed decision. So you can do that now, and the link to the ballot is in your emails. But I would like to take this time just to say thank you for allowing me to serve these past 2 years as the SGA president. It has been a journey. Last year we were able to start the first homecoming parade in nearly 60 or 70 years. Homecoming was a big project that Nathan and I, our first year, ran on, and this year Olivianna and I were able to help create the club council, which is something that is still in its new beginning, so I hope that continues to be built upon. But I would like to say thank you to the faculty and staff who have also been with me on this journey, the faculty who I've really confided in, found people to talk to, Melissa Stroud, the SGA sponsor, thank you to you for being a rock that I've been able to go to for the past 2 years. We have learned a lot together. To Dr. Thomas, I hope that you continue to be a great leader for this university. I'm so thankful that I was on the committee that helped choose you to be our next president. Thank you to Olivianna for being my vice president this year. She was helpful in so many ways. To all the executives, thank you for being just you, honestly, and how great you guys were, and all the Senate as well. It's going to be tough giving the reins over to the next person, but I am looking forward to it. It's been a long 2 years, and I'm ready for a little bit of rest, but man, I couldn't be more thankful. OBU has the ability to transform your life and equip you to be ready for the next stage. But you have to be the ones who are prepared to let that happen. You get as much as you give, and I hope that you guys give so much. I know that I'm not the same person that I was 4 years ago, and that was because of OBU. The people here are fantastic. They love you for who you are, and there's just no other words to describe it. But I am thankful. So thank you to the student body for allowing me to be a part of this great journey, and I hope that you guys continue to be active with the student government. Voice your concerns to them. They're there to help you. Without you guys, it's a pointless organization. So just remember that you have a lot of power in it. But just take this time to say goodbye. So thank you. The 7 Who Care Awards video will be out soon, so please look for that. And like I said, the ballots are in your email, so please check that and make sure and vote. The winner will be announced tomorrow night. Thank you.